Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Miriam Dow, wife, mom of 4, real estate investor, and entrepreneur. And if you're new here, just subscribe to the channel now. Let's get that over with. Let's check that off the list real quick because you're gonna love it here. Point blank, period. I said that. I said what I said. Yeah. Today's video is just about me taking my listing off of VRBO. Let's get right into it. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure your post notifications is on. Let's get right into this video. So when I posted my property on Airbnb, I also posted it on VRBO. And then I was able to link the calendars. I just went on YouTube and figured out how to link both calendars. So this way, if someone books it on Airbnb, that the calendar in VRBO is also shaded out so no one can't book it, right? So red flag number 1. Every inquiry that was coming in on VRBO, people were like, oh, this is going to be a company trip. Where's my phone at? People were like, this is going to be a company trip. So I'm going to be sending you a certified bank check. So please send property address. And how much is it going to be for these dates? They asking me questions just dumb off the rip, and I really don't have time. So when you select dates, when you're going to make a reservation, when you select the 3rd through the 6th, it automatically tells you when you select the dates how much those dates cost per night, what the service fee is going to be, what the cleaning fee is going to be. So your price is right there in your face. So why are they asking me that question when they see the price? That's 1. 2, when you book on any of the platforms, Airbnb, VRBO, even if you book a hotel, well, no, not a hotel, but VRBO, Airbnb, once you book, that's when you actually see the address, right? Because now you booked, you submitted a payment, so that's when you see the address. Okay, so why is this man asking me for my address? 1, I'm not about to give you the address. You didn't book, you didn't do any kind of commitment. You could be anybody. And when I tell you, where's this app at? Hi, hello, my company will be taking care of the vacation, so I can only make the payment by sending you a company or certified check for the payment. Kindly get back to me with making information and total quote for the night, and also feel free to leave me a text. And when they leave the phone number, they like X that out so we can further discuss. I need your full name and address, phone number, direct email address. I am waiting your response. Thanks so much and have a great day. First of all, when you get messages like this, like the platform even tells you like only communicate with the person via the platform. So I'm not about to be sending you no address and stuff like that. But when I tell you I got 1, 2, 3, this shit was up on this site for like all of 3 weeks, and I think I got 4. I got like 4 of these. 5. I got 4 or 5 of the same message, and it looked crazy. And then so that was 1. I was like, why? I didn't get no messages like that on Airbnb. It's people, you know, trying to book. Nothing crazy like, oh, my company is paying for it. And it was kind of like the same story but different names, so, and then different dates, right? So that was red flag number 1. Red flag number 2, someone sent me a message called Gerald, and someone sent me a message through named Gerald. Hi, we are looking to rent the place for those days. Our company is taking care of it. And he had booked it for 4 nights or whatever. Our company is taking care of the vacation and we'll be sending a company check or cashier's check for the payment. Let us know the total payment for 4 days. It already shows. Why are you asking me, my guy? Also provide the mailing information so we can sort out the payment. Like, who does that? Everything is digital. Company have business cards. They have HR. Like, I work for companies that have business cards. If you an exec like that, the shit that you saying you is, you're gonna have a business card, or HR is gonna take care of the payment for you. You send them the link. They pay it with the company card. We're not doing money orders and checks and certified bank checks in 2021. Where do you do that at? And then I replied, hi Gerald, I only accept payments on the platform. I will not be able to accommodate you. Point blank, period. Ain't got time for it, right? So then VRBO sends me an email like, hey, we see that Gerald sent you a message. You've been in communication with Gerald, so we basically have to reset your password because we suspect that Gerald is doing some kind of fraud or something like that, right? Why are you resetting my password? Why don't you kick Gerald off the platform altogether? So they dead reset my password, so I had to click a link, and then I didn't even know if the shit was legit, but you know, because I don't know if Gerald did some shit to send me this link, but it was from VRBO, and I called them, and their people are like, like Diddy Doodle or something. Like, they don't be on these shit. They don't be knowing the answer to these questions. And then when I call, like, I need to get the answer quick because I got to get off the phone. I ain't no one got to be on the phone for no 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes to get a representative that don't know what they talking about. Like, I don't have the time. You understand what I'm saying? So, I changed my password. So that was red flag number 2. Red flag number 3. So I just didn't have a good experience with this shit altogether. Red flag number 3, like the notifications wouldn't come. So like I would go a whole week without going to the VRBO platform. So I even made it set where I went to my notification board and I made the, like if I get the notification, especially from Airbnb and VRBO, don't leave the screen. Like let it stay on the screen. Cause you know how like the notification comes and then it'll go and you won't see it. I set it to let it stay on the screen until I actually X out of it. But I still wasn't getting notifications. So people, I think legit people were trying to book and they'll just ask me like an innocent question like, hey, how far? A lot of people will ask you like, how far are you from this location? Because obviously they see that you're in this town or this county, but they don't know where or how far you are. Like, so a lot of people will be like, how far are you from Six Flags? You know, I'm coming with my kids or whatever. And I didn't see the message till like legit 4 or 5 days later. So I was tight that I didn't get the notification. So that's when I went and fixed the notification center to make it like VRBO, Airbnb. Those is my money apps. So make sure the app stays on there. Anytime I get an Airbnb notification, I get an app. The app sends me a little notification, and then I also get like a text message form. So they making sure you don't miss out, you know, on, you know, communicating with the guests. Whereas VRBO, I'm not getting no notifications, my guy. So sometimes I'll go to my email and I'll put VRBO in the subject line, then I'll see someone send me a message 4 or 5 days ago. Like, what? People want you to communicate right away, right? So I lost out on 2 different guests because I didn't get the notification. That was red flag number 3. Red flag number 4, somebody, you know, booked. And, you know, I have my settings set to if you live out of state, because I'm not really hosting no local guests, because I'm not really interested in people coming to throw parties. So if you live out of state, you're over 21 and you have positive reviews associated with your account, you can instantly book. You're going to make more money that way, because some people who are serious is not about to sit here and wait for you to respond. You know, they want to be able to just go and book. You know, sometimes they could be booking 4 a.m. They're not about to send a request and wait for you. They want to get it out of the way, right? So we're booked for one night, September 27th. And you know, when you are booking, the system actually wants you to communicate with the host. So it'll be like, well, tell Miriam while you're booking. He puts one word, funeral, that. So I already know it's a sensitive situation. I see the booking. Again, I didn't see that booking until like 2 days later. Like, this shit is igging me. I like to be on top of it. If you go look at my reviews at Airbnb, every single person is like, Miriam gets back to you right away. When I tell you the phone is here, the phone is here. The phone is here, okay? The phone is here. My kids got the phone. I hear that Airbnb little notification sound like, oh, pass me the phone. We're gonna have to hold on. Tell Coco Melon to hold on. We need to accept this the booking real quick, okay? Even the kids know. They already know. They're like, oh my, that is the red app. Yeah, pass the phone, okay? And then the 4th red flag was I actually got a booking, a legit booking, but that turned out to be a nightmare. So stay tuned for a video about that, because that's just a whole nother story. We need to just classify that in its own little box. Red flag number 4. The guests that I actually did have check in, they checked in September 27th through September 28th. Airbnb has it where you get paid out 24 hours after the guest checks in. So when they're booking, they pay Airbnb directly, but Airbnb does not release those funds to you until 24 hours after the guest checks out, right? So VRBO, the homeboy comes, he checks in, and then sometimes I realize with Airbnb, if they check in like on a Saturday or a Friday, sometimes you don't see the payout till Monday. But this particular check-in, September 27th, is either a Tuesday. Yeah, I think it's a Tuesday checkout Wednesday. So it was a weekday. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get my first money, you know, my money on Wednesday. Wednesday come around, no money. Thursday, Friday. A week later, the guest is long gone. And it wasn't a good guess. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, why am I still not getting paid? Every time I call VRBO, they're like, oh, yeah. First they were like, your tax. There was a tax form that I needed to fill out. So they were like, we see it's a tax form that you need to fill out. Airbnb don't go put you through this shit. They send you emails like, okay, make sure you fill out your tax information before the end of the year. But they're not about to stop your bread. So I do the tax form with the lady on the phone. She's like, okay, I see it's done. So they're going to release the funds. 2-3 days go by, because meanwhile I'm booked and busy with Airbnb, so I legit be forgetting about VRBO. 2-3 days ago, I'm like, check my account. They still didn't pay me for a guest that stayed like 2 weeks ago. So I give them a call. You guys told me about the tax stuff, whatever. Why don't I still have the funds? They're like, oh, yeah, I'm not sure about that. You know, it looks like the funds were released. Check with your bank, because you should get it within the next few days. That was the second call. 2, 3, 4 days. I don't call my bank, because my bank, the way my bank account is set up, if money's supposed to come, money comes that day. I don't know if you guys know, but banks go depending on how much money is in your account. So if you have like a large deposit coming in, like say you go and you deposit a check in your account, like a $10,000 check, if they see that you usually have that kind of amount in your account, they'll release the majority of the funds. Like you'll get that instant, like immediately. But if your account is usually used to having $500, $400, and you deposit a $10,000 check, they got to go through extra stuff, because this account is not really used to that kind of money. So I never call my bank, because when money's supposed to get deposited, it gets deposited. When they say 2-3 days, my shit is usually getting deposited on the first day, because money's flowing in and out of the account. So I didn't call a bank. So another week goes by, I give them a call, and then finally representative number 3 from VRBO, they go, oh yeah, well, since this was your first booking, you don't get paid out till 30 days after the booking. Huh? Where they do that at? This is a business I'm trying to run. I have to clean. You know, I have to pay cleaning people. Thank God I got the capital, because Airbnb is booked and busy. But this is a business, and you know, it's a small business, because you got one little house that you're trying to run, and you gonna sit here and tell me now? So why didn't, you know, person number 1, 2, and 3 tell me this? Person number 4 is telling me this after like I'm 2-3 weeks down. So the guests checked out September 28th, because they came 27th through the 28th for one night, and they're telling me you get it 30 days after they either check in, or 30 days after the person meet the payment. So I'm guessing they meet the payment September 24th. So I guess they booked it 4 days before they checked in. And so they're telling me I'm gonna get my payout October 24th. Mind you, guest is long gone, a month later. This is stuff that should be, you know, that should be out there. And this is a common question, I'm sure. So why didn't representative 1, 2, and 3 give me this information? Got me running around like a lady with her head cut off for, you know, for some chunk change. Like, it wasn't making any sense to me. So I expressed how disappointed I was, and how like no one, it's one thing if they tell you and you expect that, but they kept telling me you should get your funds 24 hours after the guest check out. Same thing as Airbnb, but I wasn't seeing the money. So they said October 24th. Today's Monday, October 25th. Why I still didn't get paid from these people? Like, I don't understand what is going on. I'm giving them until 2 o'clock. Because it's not making sense. Make it make sense, okay? So after that conversation, and after the crazy guests I had from that platform, I deactivated my account on VRBO. And to be honest, I got, out of the 10, 11 guests that I had check in with Airbnb into my property, it was 1 guest that came in VRBO. So it really isn't gonna do that much to your business. And I feel like a different kind of person uses VRBO. Everyone uses Airbnb. VRBO needs to get with the program. Why are you paying people out 30 days after the guest checks in? That shit makes no sense. That doesn't make it make sense. Because the guest pays as soon as they're booked. That money is leaving their account. So why my money gotta be staying in your account 30 days? Make it make sense. So he said either 24, and when I went to check on the website, I kept seeing, you know, you're gonna get paid out October 24th, but I wasn't paying that shit no mind. So now I know it's 30 days after the guest either pays, and then it's like not even clear. It's like after the guest pays, or after they check out, or after they check in. They don't even know what's going on. So yeah, I deactivated my account off of VRBO. If you wanna book on Airbnb. Ain't no one got time for the BS. I got nothing but weirdos sending me notifications and inquiries to book my place. If you want to book my hidden gem, you go to airbnb.com, look up Trenton. It's gonna be the first one, because it's popping. Feel me? So that was my experience. If you had any weirdo experiences, or you know, any good experiences, if you feel like I'm missing out on money, let me know. But to be honest, I ain't got time for it. I took it off. It was nothing but a bunch of weirdos. I feel like they need to get a lot of kinks out of their system. I don't know if it's newer, because I know it's not as popular as Airbnb. I don't know how old it is. I don't care to know, but they need to get their stuff together, because there's no reason why 30 days. This is not Europe. In Europe, they get paid once a month. This is the US. If anything, people are getting paid weekly or bi-weekly. I could wait for 2 weeks, 30 days. I got bills to pay, people to pay to clean this house. Like, what are you telling me? So then I don't know if I had a guest check in the very next day, if I was gonna get that the next day. So it wasn't really something that was giving me that much income, so I decided to delete it altogether. So yeah, I took my listing off of VRBO. That's it for today's video, short and sweet. So if you have any questions, I'm gonna be filming a Q&A this week. So if you have any questions, please put them in the comment section down below. Email me the question, DM me the question in IG, because I'm getting a lot of emails and DMs with a ton of questions, and I try to respond to people, but I'm just gonna do a Q&A video. So if you want to know anything about me, you know I'm 32, but if you want to know anything about me, or you know, if you have any questions about a deal you're about to do or thinking about, send me the email, send me the question, because I'm doing a Q&A video. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.